start by being given a couple of strangers you don't choose. Children having children, baby sat by the baby boom. Just one genetic difference, and you're your neighbor twice removed. Just one genetic difference, and your name is on the news. Family ties familiar, and that knot's not coming loose. And thank God there's no religion, because the brain is not washproof. And they did their best to deliver, and that remains their best excuse. The art of living's in accepting you got screwed. Kids don't know the difference, and that's the luxury of youth. But kids don't know the difference, and that's the problem with it too. 'Cause when the children teaching children graduated at 22, and the art of living is in learning who you should listen to. Entering adolescence, chemical levels through the roof. Testosterone and estrogen, plus the substances introduced. And everybody's getting sexy, growing beards and growing boobs. But everything gets depressing during puberty blues. There was a party on the weekend at one of the many Matthews, and I heard that Steph hooked up with Steven while she was crying in the bathroom. And I think I might like Phoebe, but I'm too scared to make a move. The art of living is to practice when there's less to lose. And relationships are so complex, but easy enough to accrue. Your ex grew in a different direction, and you met your best friend just because they sat next to you. You felt most of your connection back then, 'cause no one knew who was who. And the art of living's in deciding who you're gonna let love you. No more adult supervision. Now you're playing by your own rules. Feels like you're making a killing, and no, it's barely a living. You can rent your own room and keep on paying for more memberships and subscriptions than you have the time to use. But you can't afford insurance for what you can't afford to lose. And when you pay your parents a visit, exchange and change through IOUs down memory lane in your own museum, like a montage made of moons. And you'll find freedom in forgiveness, or a prison in a lack of gratitude. And the art of living is in having awareness of where you think you could improve. And the earth just keeps on turning, but now the sun is burning through, and the apocalypse seems certain. Just draw your curtains for a preview of the world in an inferno, coming to a planet near you soon. There's no plot line too absurd when you're hurtling through a universal cartoon. And though the future seems determined on murdering me and you, the future seems more determined just to be continued. I'm in the 2020s and 30, acting my age in the age of bad reviews. Art of living is to be selective with what you give your attention to. And let's say I meet a stranger who I do not get to choose, and say that she calls me baby, and say that I find it cute. Babies could make babies despite all the doom and gloom, and we could hyphenate the surname to share the burden of proof. And then one night while we are playing make-believe honeymoons, getting carried away with our nature, confusing being ready with the mood of the room. And we're not lying when we say it, but we have to make believe it's true. The art of living is in making more life like you.